Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Today we even do not need the daily chart. We start right from the intraday charts, the 4-hour time frame and hourly chart. Because on the daily, actually, guys, market stands inside this recent drop that has happened, and nothing new we could see on the daily picture. So still, finally, as you can see, retracement is started on Bitcoin market. Despite that overall background right now stands negative for Bitcoin, as you know, these mining farms are closing. Hard fork has happened on the Bitcoin Cash market, so the mining becomes not really profitable. The only positive factor that right now everybody talked about is the possible opening of the trading on the futures on the Bitcoin, and that theoretically should attract the institutional investors in the crypto market. That's the major hope of the bulls right now. But I would ask that whether Chicago Mercantile Exchange haven't opened the futures on the Bitcoin, and whether this have attracted the institutional investors, but instead of that, market still has dropped below the $4,000. And I would ask whether the opening of the futures by the ICE futures, ICE exchange or NASDAQ will change the situation. I'm not sure about it. So anyway, currently, since the bearish momentum is very strong on the market, we talk about the upward action only as a retracement, and we think that any pullback here could just provide the better opportunity for taking the short position. Whether you would try to take the long position or not, this stands up to you, because it depends. It's very personal and depends on your trading style, on the time frame you trade, the money management. So if you trade on the very small time frames, so hourly chart and even lower, well, it's not forbidden. You could try to do this, because yesterday we have mentioned these multiple grabbers that have been formed, and this suggested possible taking out of this top. So currently we are mostly watching for our ABCD pattern here, with the OP target around 41 even. So that's the pattern that we have talked about yesterday as well. That's probably first destination point. Besides, the grabbers that have been formed on the 4-hour time frame chart here suggest taking out of this top. That's easily could lead us right to this point. Slightly above this area, so XOP will stand about 45.80. It's rather far from the current market. And before the XOP target, you need to be careful and take a look at conference resistance that we have here. In fact, around the 42.50, 43 even, we have the conference resistance. And if you are thinking about taking the short position, well, I think that this is an area where relatively safe opportunity for taking the short, because if even market later will break this up and will proceed high to the 45, 46 even with the XOP target, some retracement here probably will happen. Some response on this area probably will happen. And that will let you to move your stops and break even. When you will do this later, you are free to do everything you want. Just sit on the hands and watch the movie. If market will turn down and will continue downside action, this will be kind of the ABCD, got a steeple to sell. Well, that's okay. If after pullback markets will continue move higher, well, you will lose nothing, because your stop will be at the break-even point. So the existence of the strong levels is very the advantage for us. If you keep the long position, you have taken long position, well, in this case you could watch for, as I said, first ABC target here in OP, but be careful with the 43 even, because this is conference resistance on the daily chart. With the bearish momentum, market probably will significantly respond to the resistance levels, especially in the strong resistance. So it's better to not keep the position through this area, or at least tight your stop here if you still would like to see it through this level, and with the hope that market will continue move to the XOP, because here it could be at least a significant pullback from the 43 even area. So decide what you will do. Either you will take the profit here, and trying to re-enter. If the bullish context will be still valid, you could re-enter later. Or if you still decide to keep the longs for this area, please tight your stop at below some lows, just to protect your profit. So that's what we see in the short term. Although we have the long-term bearish context and still we have the untouched long-term weekly targets, in the shorter term market could show the different action, could show the pullbacks, and you could try to trade it separately on lower time frames as well. So let's see how market will proceed with this pullback that we see right now.